Hey, what's up, bright blessings, all you magical people? I'm going to be doing a reading in the constellation of Scorpio. So, what you can't see coming on the bottom of the deck is the sun. The sun is the highest card in Tarot. The sun is a rebirthing energy. So, this is an energy that comes out what you can't see coming. So, you might be in a situation right now where the money's not flowing right, or the relationships in your life aren't flowing right. But I'm looking at what you can't see coming. There's change just up overhead. All right. So just as soon as you get through this month into the next month, things are going to be getting better for you. I'm looking at the flower. There's a flower on my board. The flower speaks on abundance. It's kicked forward going into the future, and it's highlighting the number 8. The number 8 speaks on sex and magic. And when we speak on sex, sex is the energy exchange between you and all things. Everything throughout your entire day, everything is sex. You're exchanging information with the world around you constantly. But this is also heaven and earth coming together. So this is learning to bridge the ideas in the mind, the thoughts in the mind, with making those things come to fruition, creating your reality. My solar plexus is going off. So there's some willpower that's needed for what you're trying to accomplish. All right. I'm looking at in the recent past, so I'm looking at there's some other type of younger energy that's around you. This like represents a child, or could be like a sister, brother, or even a partner, younger, older. This represents someone on a younger energy, like watching you, like watching how like the things that are going on. Both of these are coming upside down. So this also represents like a celebration, right? So it feels like there's some type of downtrod of energy that's taken place over the last month or two. This is also has to do with the eclipse season and Mercury retrograde as well. Areas in our life of communication can become taxed during this time. Things that you haven't perfected or achieved are highlighted, so it gives you an idea of what you need to work on to go forward. I'm seeing that you're moving through some type of awakening process. So I'm looking at this is like realizing that everything's all fucked up. We've got all these knives and swords in our back. We've been getting our ass kicked, right? So I'm looking at your guides are coming up to help. You got some incoming help, some help from the clouds. What you're going through is just part of the stages of awakening. Right, this can be hard at times. The more you're focused on what it is you're trying to achieve, I'm looking at the Emperor coming up. Right, so this is coming in the future. So this is working on your stability, getting somewhere where you want to be financially. I'm looking at the Moldavite crystals coming in right on top of this. So to get what you're wanting, there's going to have to be some type of chaos. There's going to have to be some type of change that's needed. Right, the Emperor is somebody that's solid, that's controlling their reality, that's not controlled by others' decisions, that is solid in the mind, solid in the heart, stable. Right, the iron boots represent a grounding that's taken place. Right, somebody that's anchored in the 3D space, but is also 1 foot in, 1 foot out. You have another foot that's not anchored. Right, this half of us stays in the spiritual, half of us is anchored into the 3D space. Right, there is a balance to all things. That balance must be maintained at all times. My black crystal was just rolling off the table, right, and it was going backwards. So maybe this is like a spiritual progression. There's some type of backwards momentum with it. My dog's sitting here sleeping. He just whistled in his sleep. So maybe you started a spiritual path, but you're stalled on it, or you're not pushing forward with it. You're being guided to turn the ball the other way and get the ball rolling in the correct direction. So if you started tarot and you haven't mastered it, or if you started like Reiki or something like that, or some type of project that's a spiritual project that needs to come to fruition, you need to put more time and effort into it. As soon as I'm saying that, when that takes place, I'm looking at the sun coming out. All right, the sun is the highest card in tarot. It gives all the other negative cards around it a positive connotation. So sometimes it might not feel like we're going through comfortable situations. Things might seem extremely uncomfortable, but what you're going through is needed to make you the person that you're about to become. I'm looking at a double cross taking place. All right, this speaks on friendship. All right, but there's some type of cross that's happened. So somebody that you think is a friend is not your friend. Someone, this could be a family member, friend, acquaintance, coworker, somebody that you're trusting, you're confiding in, or someone that you just have around you. They're not your friend at all, right? It seems like the situation's being veiled, like it's something that you might not be able to see. So maybe you think this person has your best interest at heart, but they most certainly do not. All right. You're being guided to check all the relationships. People that you call friends, you need to reword what you call friend. That needs to completely change. I'm looking at a V on my bones. They're in the shape of a V, and I'm also looking at my other bones are in the shape of an E. So I'm looking at the initials VE. I'm also looking at the E as coming over the sun. I'm also looking at the word horizon, new horizon. I'm hearing the number 46. So you might want to look up what is the spiritual meaning of 46. I'm looking at gratitude. I'm looking at gratitude on the card, and then I'm looking at it's right coming in right up below my bones. They're making an upward V, right? So the gratitude is going to lead you to an expansion in consciousness. This is how you're going to make progress forward, all right? When we're able to be grateful for what it is that we have, and not only that, but to express it to the universe as well. So this is every day waking up, naming 3 things that you're grateful for every single fucking day. Even when things are going wrong in your life, you don't feel like they're going the way you want them to. I'm looking at the 3 on my dice is coming in like the current energy going forward into the future, which speaks on the child. I'm looking at an imbalance in the home situation with the child. This is the home. It's coming in upside down. So it's coming in like this. The 3 represents the child, so there's some type of imbalance with the home space. You're being guided to bring into balance this month. I'm hearing redirection. I'm hearing the word redirection. Go deeper. Show me that. Oh, I got you. So there needs to be some kind of... There's some type of limitations that are being placed upon somebody in your household. All right, so this represents like manifestations, like you're looking out into the world and understanding, seeing all the many possibilities you have for manifestation. It's coming in upside down underneath the home. So there's some changes that need to be made around the home that you know you want to change, but you maybe don't feel like you have the physical means to, the money, or whether this is the relationship with your child, right? We don't know how to. So you're going to use your intuition, and you're going to start going over the relationship and understanding what it is that the child needs from you. What is the relationship adjustment that needs to take place? I'm looking at there's some type of loss. This is the Queen into the 8. So there's some type of loss of feminine energy. So maybe this is like the loss of a mother. This could be the loss of a sister, aunt, whatever that is, or even just not having your mother there. So whatever happened to you as a child is also being brought into the relationship with you and a child, right? We're continuing that cycle of abuse, right? So make sure that if you have a child, you're being there for them in all the ways, in the feminine ways that they need, psychologically, emotionally. Because I'm seeing whatever happened to you as a child is being brought into the current relationship and what's going on with your children or parent. It could be vice versa. Looking at finances now. Some type of increase in finances that's coming. That's going to require to use your intuition. I'm looking at the abundance card is popping up for you in the near future. All right, so there's a level of abundance you're wanting to reach that's going to be taking place coming up this next month. You're going to get some progress on it, but there's going to be some work with the intuition that's going to be needed, right? So if you're wanting to make more money, then we need to come up with a project, right, that's going to generate that money, right? If you're trying to come up with a way to get your project off the ground, you're going to sit down and you're going to focus inside and you're going to figure out, what do I need to do to get this project off the ground, right? This is when we take the time and really bring forth those ideas that we have inside the mind into the world. That is the process of co-creation. That's what you came here to do. That's what everyone is here to do. Whether they're aware of it or not, everyone is a part of the creation process. Whether your contribution is negative or positive, that is what is up to the user. What we're looking for is positive entropy. We are looking for you to give back more than you take from the system. Right? There needs to be a positive output of entropy. If you're not sure what entropy is, Joseph Campbell has some beautiful information on entropy and how that plays a part in your progress here, how it plays a part in your entire reality. Right? So what we need is you need to sit down and understand what kind of contributions are you giving back to the society, to your family, to yourself, right? And we want to get ourselves to a place where we're giving more than we're taking. That'll put you in a place of positive entropy. That's when the floodgates of everything opens up. I'm looking at when this takes place. There's a golden egg that's sitting there waiting for you. Your progress is going to be made in the mind and in the emotions. That is all you need to focus on. I'm looking at the sun coming out again. It feels good. It's like one of those energies where like you're tripping on things right now, you're stressing on things right now, but then here in just a short period of time, you're going to be like, oh, I can't believe I was stressing on that. It's ridiculous. Sometimes we just mind fuck things. We overthink things sometimes. The important thing is you fill your time with constructive time, teaching yourself and learning. I'm looking at something positive coming up for you in the emotional space. Look at the sun shining on your emotions in some way. So whether that's some healing that takes place or some type of level up that takes place, enjoy it when it takes place. Be present for that. All right. I'm looking at 2 different directions that you can go. All right, you have a choice. Sometimes we can't see exactly what's going to come up for us if we make one choice. All right. One direction, you've got the Magician. The other direction, this card speaks on expansion, looking out into the world and having many options. This is coming in upside down like this. All right. So these are the 2 directions you've got coming up. The Magician speaks on learning how to manipulate the reality in the way that you want, in the way you want things to see how they play out, right? So you're either getting dragged along by the universe, hitting your feet up against every tree branch that comes your way, or we're making conscious decisions, conscious changes in our life, and that's what opens up new doors and new pathways. All right, guys, listen, I'm going to leave your reading there. You guys have a beautiful day. Enjoy your mortality. Listen, if you guys want to book a session, You guys can shoot me a message, a PM, or call me at 512-760-5187. You guys enjoy your immortality.